Ban Ki-moon began his unveiling of the report on the targeting of UN installations during the war on Gaza, not with a censure of Israel, but a commendation.
I wish to place on record my appreciation for the cooperation provided by the government of Israel in the course of the board's work.
Instead of laying out damning details contained in the report, he stressed the findings are all legally non-binding.
A board of inquiry is not a judicial body or court of law. It does not make legal findings and does not consider questions of legal liability.
Nowhere during the course of his briefing did he criticize Israel's reckless use of military force or make reference to the devastation in Gaza. Because of the new relationship that you have with the Obama administration, was there any pressure put on your office for you to water down the report that you're talking about on Gaza?
First of all, I'd like to categorically reject any impression, any word, so-called watered down. I told you that this board of inquiry is an independent. I respect complete independence of this report.
It was a very different tone than the one he struck in the aftermath of the war when he travelled to Gaza and saw firsthand the human cost of the Israeli offensive.
I myself saw and visited and saw this compound which has been destroyed by Israeli forces. It was just again unacceptable, and I was very much frustrated and upset and angered at what I have seen.
Ban's efforts to distance himself from the searing language of the report and from his past comments was praised by the Israeli President Shimon Peres, who's in Washington, D.C. for a meeting with President Obama, where Al Jazeera's Rob Reynolds caught up with him.
A report came out today regarding the war in Gaza and accused Israel of grave offenses, it said, and of also deliberately targeting UN civilians and facilities in Gaza. How do you respond to that, sir?
I think the Secretary General said that he would like to hear the Israeli reaction before he will make his final judgment. The report as such is in our eyes one-sided.
Although the report called for broader investigations into alleged violations of international humanitarian law, the Secretary-General says he has no plans to launch such an inquiry. Ban's summary has been transmitted to the Security Council, which has scheduled a meeting to discuss the issue on Thursday. Ban himself has asked to present it. Now the world waits to see what, if anything, the Council does with the Gaza war report. John Terrett, Al Jazeera, at the United Nations in New York.